the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
And one time.
What is good, YouTube? This is your boy Aaron,
Brian.
and this is the Courtside View podcast. This is episode 27.
Dang.
It's hoodie season, man. I love hoodie season. Such great vibes in the air. You know, the weather feels great. 70-degree weather. You can't hate it. You can't hate it. Yeah, football. Man, I've watched the most football I ever watched this year, so I'm enjoying myself. But today, you know, we're reacting to week 3 of the NFL. We didn't do too well with the predictions. You know, football, it's like March Madness. Like, each week, you just don't know. Like, you predict one way. Like, I'm not going to lie. I was tripping when it came to the Cowboys versus the Giants because I had the Dallas Cowboys defense because I expected them to play well, but I picked the Giants. Made no sense. Just a blunder on my part. But, yeah, overall, just a lot of things always transpire in the NFL. But before we get to everything, I need to get something off my chest because something happened, man. You know, people have been talking about this certain player saying that he's trash, whatever, and you know, a certain fan base is already starting to give up on him. And you know, there's this Justin Fields. Justin Fields, right? So the Bears right now, they're 2-1. Mainly, you could say maybe it's because of the defense and the running game, but then also Justin Fields. You know, you can argue he hasn't really contributed much, or you could say he made enough plays to put them in position to win. But here's the thing, Justin Fields. Can you name me? I'm give you guys 5 seconds. Name me one receiver on the Bears offense besides Darnell Mooney. I'll wait.
I know one, but I'm not.
That's because you're a real football knower. Exactly. You can't name one receiver. And if you did name the one receiver, the only reason you remember that name is because he's named after a freaking potato chip. That's the only reason. You can't name another receiver besides Darnell Mooney and Byron Pringle. And Byron Pringle is a backup. So how the hell is he supposed to thrive, succeed, do some semblance of good things if he doesn't have any solid, any mid weapons? Like, Justin Fields wish he has Trevor Lawrence's weapons. He doesn't even have Aaron Rodgers' weapons. And people are saying it's one of the worst receiving corps in the league. He got rookies playing. He got a old Randall Cobb. Come on, man. But we saying, oh yeah, Justin Fields is ass. Granted, I get it. Last game he didn't play well. But y'all just gonna jump off the ship now? Have you seen the offensive line? And PFF and all them go to grade it. Oh, this is one of the best pass blocking. Have you seen the freaking film? He has no time to throw from the pocket. I've watched the film. I watched the Packers game where it was everything that went wrong, it was not his fault at all. It was the offensive line, and it was the lack of talent in the receiver position. He tried everything. He was moving the ball down the field. They almost scored twice. But for some reason, he wasn't able to, you know, he wasn't able to get the ball in the end zone, whatever. But he was moving the ball down the field despite the lack of weapons, despite the offensive line. So I just have to say one thing. What young starting quarterback would even look decent in this offense? Name me one. You can't name one because it's impossible. This is the worst receiving core in the NFL by a mile. You can't name a worse receiving core than this one. You can't. And if you can, you're lying to yourself. So wake up, Bear fans. Don't just jump the ship.
The Texans are kind of close.
Brandon Cooks? Is there a Brandon Cooks on the Bears? No. Like, come on now. So you can't name me. You can't name me one team with a worse receiving core. You can't. So Bears fans, wake up. Watch the games. You're blaming Justin Fields. Why? Have you seen the offensive game plan? How generic it is? This is a preseason offense. There's a reason why they're running more than they're throwing. Because who is he going to throw to? Who? Equiminius St. Brown? He was a second string for the Packers for a reason, and he's starting now. By the way, he's Amon-Ra St. Brown's brother. But anywho, he was a second string on the Packers, man, and now he's starting. That just lets you know Byron Pringle, Darnell Mooney, he's a high wide receiver 3, low, maybe on a good day, wide receiver 2. He's on that Michael Gallup sort of tier.
Oh, whoa.
All right, we can talk about it. That's a different discussion for another day.
Mm,
But Darnell Mooney, bro, he was dropping passes last game too. So you just gonna put it all on Justin Fields? Now get it. We'll talk. You know what? We'll talk about that later. I don't want to get too far on this rant, but I just had to say all that stuff,
Also,
man. I was pissed.
I think the Bears are 30th in time to throw.
Where was that from? Next Gen?
Something like that.
Oh, my God. Thank you. Because, bro, just watch the film, man. Go on NFL Plus. There's a free trial. Go on NFL Plus. Watch the Bears versus the Packers game. Watch the Bears versus the Texans game. And tell me you believe that Justin Fields will be able to complete at least 20 passes with this offensive line. Drop back. There's a reason they're not making him drop back all those times because he doesn't have time to throw the football. So, yeah, next year the Bears will have over $100 million in cap space. They'll be able to get him some weapons. But this year, it's all about surviving. It's all about not getting injured. That's what Justin Fields should worry about. But, yeah, let's get to the games, man. Let's react to the games. The first game, it's hard to say. Let's go to the Cowboys. Let's go to the Cowboys game. You know, it was recent. And I picked the Giants. I don't know why. I had the Cowboys defense. It made no sense. Daniel Jones, what was I thinking? Daniel Jones, he wasn't too bad.
He actually played pretty well.
Which I was mad about.
How often he was getting pressured. He was pressured like at least 25 out of the 37 dropbacks he had.
Y'all had 6 sacks on him.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, let's go. My defense, my fantasy team, we about to win. Y'all had to give up that field goal at the end to put it up 16. All y'all had to do was cover the 13. Like, oh, my God. But, yeah, y'all defense is legit. I ain't going to lie. Like, Trayvon Diggs, he's that guy.
3 games and I think a combined score of 57 points were given up.
Yeah.
In 3 games. That is elite defense right there.
Yeah, definitely easily top 10, top 7, arguably top 5.
Come on now.
Arguably top 5. So yeah, y'all are getting the job done.
Micah Parsons had an off game and he still had like 7 pressures.
I thought he didn't have no sack?
No.
Oh,
D-Law had like 3 sacks.
D-Law,
yeah. He should have had 5 of them things, but he had to lead a game.
Hey, let's talk about Evan Neal, man. Oh my God. What's going on, Evan Neal? You drafted top 10. I get it. You're a rookie.
7th?
Yeah, something like that. You're a rookie. I get it, but a lot of you need your what is he, a right tackle?
Yeah, but to be fair, none of the tackles besides Tyler Smith are really jumping out.
But them last year,
Rashawn Slater,
Penei Sewell.
Don't lie though. Penei Sewell was getting cooked for the first few games.
Okay, all right, but he came on.
Yeah, right.
Dude, that last year's draft,
Tristan Wirfs was 2020, by the way, not 2021.
Tristan Wirfs. Oh, I forgot.
But yeah, Rashawn Slater, Penei Sewell. Yeah,
they're legit, man. Oh my God. But yeah, Evan Neal, man. Alabama, what you doing? You looking? Get it together. But yeah, that was just interesting to see. Sterling Shepard, he went down.
Yeah, that was weird how he was just jogging.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, that was one of those injuries that you already know out for the season. So
yeah, they say ACL.
So yeah, I hate this. Trayvon Diggs.
I've been beating my chest for the past I don't know how many months, saying that all-pro season wasn't fluke and he can only get better. And lo and behold, through 3 games, I think he only given up, 90 yards?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, that sounds top 5 to me. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let me tell you something. He's been playing cornerback for less than half a decade, and he's already this good. What did y'all think was going to happen? He was just going to all of a sudden be trash?
All right.
Listen, man, y'all need to stop playing on my son Trayvon Diggs top, man. This is crazy. This man, brother, is a top 5 receiver pretty much. Who do you think he was working with in the offseason? Iron sharpens iron is a phrase for a reason. And also, I'm gonna give a shout out. I don't do this often because you know how I feel about the coaching staff. I'm gonna give a shout out to Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore for the game plan they came in tonight. It was a lot of up tempo offense, a lot of play actions. Cooper Rush was like 11 for 15 on play action passes, which is great. We ran the ball 30 times. We passed the ball like 30 times, which is fantastic. Zeke and TP had equal amount of carries. It was just very solid. You know, we need this type of play calling when Ford gets back. If the play calling ain't the same when Dak gets back, there's an agenda being pushed here. Let me tell you something. I love Dak, but he is not a quarterback you can give him the ball and just say win the game. That's not his game.
Okay.
That's not his game. I don't want Dak throwing 40-something. I don't want Dak to go out there and have to beat. No, put a good scheme around him and let him work. He'll do all the things that he needs to be done to win the game. He's not Aaron Rodgers. Don't just give him the ball and say, okay, go win the game. That's not how it works.
CD.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Woo. Listen, CD, I said some pretty mean things about CD in the first half when he dropped that wide open touchdown. But you know what? You know what I liked about it? He came back. He showed resiliency. He came back. He said, you know what? He probably read Twitter at the halftime. Was like, dang, they cooking me. He was, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. He came out there. He had a whole drive. Catch, touchdown. Crazy, really one-hand touchdown.
I was like, damn.
Ooh, sideline. That was a great ball too, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what I'm talking. This is the resiliency I like to see. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a good win. That was a good win.
I was saying like, is CD he trying to be on the fraud watch list? Like, what's going on, man?
CD just needs to get his consistency down. That's it. I know he can get open. He just gotta catch the ball, please.
Yeah, because that's your number one job is to catch the ball. So yeah, good win for the Cowboys. I hate to say it, good win for the Cowboys, but hopefully they can continue to, stop winning and lose for once.
Let's talk about another NFC East matchup that happened. The Commanders and the Eagles.
Yeah, man. When are you going to acknowledge Jalen Hurts? When are you going to acknowledge that he's really good?
Jalen Hurts. You know what? I will say this. Jalen Hurts right now is playing like a top 10 QB.
Oh.
I would say, I'll give him that.
Is he in the MVP conversation?
I mean, if they continue to win, how
can
he not be?
Come on now, he's in the MVP conversation.
I mean,
right
he's 3-0.
now.
Is 2 in the MVP conversation?
No, it's no.
So
he had one great game.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts been balling for the past 3 games. Him and Lamar 1 and 2.
Sure, that makes sense.
1 and 2, and then probably like Josh Allen has outside chance maybe. So yeah, them 3 right there. That's 1, 2, 3 right there, because them boys are balling. Jalen Hurts is balling. Like, you gotta acknowledge.
Yeah, he is balling. Yeah.
Oh my God, what he did to the Commanders, boy.
I like that he's pushing the ball down the field more. That's what I've been wanting to see from him. Like, I don't hate Jalen Hurts. I just hate the team he plays for.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that? Ooh, that one pass to Devontae Smith.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Ooh. First of all, spectacular catch by Devontae Smith. That was amazing.
Even though he knocked the wind out of himself.
But the throw, oh my God. I think it was towards the sideline too. That was nasty.
The Commanders are who I thought they were.
Frauds. Wait, not even frauds.
They just suck.
They just suck. We all knew
Their
that,
secondary, oh God.
We all knew that, though. We never believed in Carson Wentz.
You
were the one. Hold up. You were the one that was like, I'm going to keep my eye on the Commanders. You were the one that said that. I was like, what?
Yes, I did.
You were like, you know what? I'm worried. Did you say you were worried about the Commanders more than the Eagles? I swear you said that.
I might have said that.
Bro, oh my God. What a cold take. Wow.
Yeah, that was silly of me, wasn't it? Yeah.
I tried to tell you. You believe in Carson. Like, Carson Wentz is not that guy. Like, he's a fraud.
I thought he would have at least put on his fraud show for like the first half of the season, but he just immediately came out the gate trash.
Yeah, remember the whole thing with they were comparing Carson Wentz to Matt Ryan. Well, they both looking kind of sketchy right now. So yeah. But yeah, the Commanders, they stink. Ron Rivera, I don't know what he's thinking. Jack Del Rio,
they're
it's
all
time
getting
for you to
fired.
go. Yeah, it's time. It's time to go because it's getting bad out here. Let's talk about another team that's been a disappointment.
The Saints, or someone else.
We could go. Yeah, we can go. Here's the thing. their offense, man. Like, it's very pass happy. It's very, like 20 plus yards. Like, I'm looking at the way that they're using Alvin Kamara, and I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Because on third down plays, they're not even having Alvin Kamara like be a pass catcher.
Yeah.
They're having him blocking stuff. I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, y'all think that this is Justin Herbert as the quarterback? Like, come on now. Like, Jameis Winston, no. Like, he's not that guy.
He is not who I thought he was.
Although I do like that he's giving it to Chris Olave, who's on my fantasy team. But anywho, you're not, like, people are wondering, like, damn, is Alvin Kamara, like, did he fall off? No, it's the scheme. It's the system. It's the quarterback. They're not giving him enough touches. Now, he did get injured. I believe it was week 1. It might have been his ribs, so maybe he's still getting back. Oh, it was his back. My bad. But, yeah, maybe he's still trying to get back. But having him, like, be, like, not even be a pass catcher but blocking, like, what are we doing? Like, no, that's not who he is. And they're putting Mark Ingram in the game more like on third down plays instead of Alvin Kamara mostly. They'll put Mark Ingram in the game just to pass block. I'm like, come on now. Like, this is what we doing. So, yeah, Saints, they're just,
They've been disappointing.
very disappointing. I think they can get it together. It's just a matter of, okay, Jameis Winston, he needs to be a lot more careful with the football. And they need to do a better job of giving Alvin Kamara, your best player, the football, like, for real.
You know what that stat I brought up earlier that said the Bears were like 30th in time to throw?
Yeah.
The Saints are like 31st.
What?
And the reason for that is because the average depth of target, everything is vertical.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, they airing it out. Like, I'm like, damn. I mean, hey, fantasy, that's cool, but reality?
Yeah,
you can't win like that. Like, you need some balance.
Y'all don't got
Tyreek
Tyreek Hill on the team.
Like, they're not even doing no, like, running back screen. Like, it's wide receiver screens, like bubble screens. And I'm just like, dude, you have running backs. Like, you have an all-purpose running back. Utilize that running back. Makes no sense to me. Like, I'm disappointed. Right? They lost to Carolina of all teams. Like, really? So now they're 1-2.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, yeah, that's another disappointing team. The Raiders, man. I know I said this before, but Josh McDaniels, like, when is the league going to figure out that the Patriots coaching staff, it's not it? Like, hiring a Patriots.
The
like,
Belichick coaching tree is not what it's cracked up to be.
Exactly. So you think, oh, he's this great offensive mind, Josh McDaniels. Maybe he's just a great offensive coordinator. He's just not, he's just not a good head coach. Maybe that's just who he is, a great offensive coordinator. Like, I forgot his name, but I remember he was the offensive coordinator for a bunch of teams, and he was like one of the best. He used to be the offensive coordinator when Cam was still there, and Cam, like, I think he completed like 64% of the passes one year. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I forgot too.
He was also offense coordinator the years that Dallas won like the 3 Super Bowls, I think it was. But yeah, somebody like that, right? Josh McDaniels. Maybe that's just not who he is. And the Raiders are like 0-3. They're the last 0-3 team. Like, who would have thought with all this talent, with Devontae Adams and them, they'd be 0-3?
Not me.
You thought they were gonna be 0-3?
No, I said not me. You said who would have thought?
Yeah.
Not me.
Right. My bad. But yeah, like, come on now.
It's just that team is just yikes.
Yeah.
Devontae already getting fed up.
Yeah, man. When you getting clamped by Byron Murphy, that's what's gonna happen to you.
Who did they just play?
They played the who did the Titans? I think. I believe it might have been the Titans. So yeah, you lose to the Titans. Like, I don't know, man. So, yeah,
y'all lost to the Titans with good dude candidate Derrick Henry on the roster,
right, and Ryan Tannehill as well. So yeah, that whole division, man. Oh my God!
It's pretty underwhelming so far. Besides the Chargers and Chiefs, but the Chargers, oh goodness,
they're banged up. Let's get to the Broncos, bro. They played the 49ers, and I'm just looking at Nathaniel Hackett, and I'm wondering, okay, what the hell is his offense? Like, Russell Wilson, like, can you let him use his legs? Now, Russell Wilson, he didn't play very well. I'm not gonna lie. He overthrew some passes. He was inaccurate. But at the same time, the offense doesn't seem predicated for like what Russell Wilson does best. And the final drive where they had the touchdown, that was Russell Wilson. making something out of nothing. That was Seahawks Russell Wilson, and they need to get back. He needs to get back to that. Not this sort of, have him be a pocket, just straight up pocket passer in the pocket. Like, that's not who he can do it. He's really good, but he needs to be using his legs. Like, he doesn't have to be read optioning, but allow him to use his legs, man. Don't have him just sitting there in the pocket all day like he Tom Brady. That's not who he is. He's not even Aaron Rodgers. So let him be Russell Wilson. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
11-10? What are we doing? That was the first. That was like I
that was the most
time.
pathetic football game I've probably ever seen in my life.
One of the worst football games I've ever seen. And the 49ers. Oh,
Jimmy
Lord.
G is terrible.
Oh my God.
Y'all thought he was the answer.
Dude, what the hell is going on with you? Now, Broncos defense is pretty fucking good. That defensive line, Patrick Surtain, but dude, and then they lost Trent Williams during the game as well. So that's a big loss. Still, that was just horrible. You lose to a team like that raising some question marks. So I don't know how the 49ers bounce back from this, but a lot of questions. So, yeah, let's get to the Chargers game, the Chargers versus the Jaguars game. And I ain't going to lie. I was wrong about Trevor Lawrence. He's off the fraud watch list. Dude is, he looks legit. Dude, he has players now. He has a competent head coach in Doug Peterson, James Robinson. Oh, my God. He came, he just having a resurgence. Dude, he coming back from ACL injury and just balling.
Yeah.
They thought Travis Etienne was going to be RB1. Well, no, sir, because James Robinson, nah, this is still my backfield. I'm still RB1 up in this joint. And, man, dude has just been playing really well. Lawrence, Christian Kirk, they've been balling.
Hey, let me tell you something. I might have been wrong about Christian Kirk. Maybe he do deserve them 20 M's because he's been getting open a lot. I don't know if it's because of scheme, because I know whoever the coordinator for the Jags offense is, they like to match him up against linebacker. They somehow get that mismatch. But he's been balling.
Yeah, because he's very fast, very quick, very quick first step. So it makes sense that they would do that. Yeah, he's been really balling. I knew that I was trying to draft him in fantasy because I knew he was going to get a lot of opportunities because just Trevor Lawrence, just seeing what he's done with Marvin Jones in the past. So I was like, yeah. And then now Zay Jones as well. So yeah, Trevor Lawrence has been balling, man. I gotta salute him.
It's very possible the Jags can win that division.
It is. It really is, because right now every team in there is bad. It's So they look like they can do it. So, and the defense, they balled out. They really did the number
Trayvon
on
Walker's him.
Yeah, I forgot, who did they play? Oh, they played the Chargers. Yeah, they balled out. Now, Brandon Staley, another skeptical head coach.
I told you I can't trust them. That's why I couldn't pick them to win the division,
bro. First of all, how you gonna leave Justin Herbert in the game for that long when the game was out of hand? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's number one. But number two, it just seems like I don't know. He just, when in terms of adjustments, he doesn't make those adjustments. How do you lose to the Jaguars, man, with all that talent?
This is what happens when you have defensive-minded head coaches.
Man. And then another thing, the Chargers, man. I don't know if we said this on the podcast or not, but they got a bunch of players that potentially go on IR. And lo and behold, Joey Bosa got hurt. Keenan Allen got hurt. Now Rashawn Slater got hurt.
Out for the season.
Bro, Team IR, bro. They have...
That franchise is either cursed or they have the worst medical staff in all the sports.
They do have the worst medical staff in all the sports, as you already know with Tyrod Taylor. And the fact that Justin Herbert, did you not know that happened? Remember your rookie year and what transpired? You just going to ignore that and not act like, oh, the same doctor isn't there? No, that's the same doctor that it might have been the same doctor that did it, because I remember on Twitter people saying, Justin Herbert don't play, the same doctor did it. The Tyrod Taylor is now going to do it to you. Dude, it's I don't know, man. Does he have CTE or something? I don't understand.
I don't understand either. You gonna get your money.
Exactly. Dude, you're talented, man.
They're gonna give you 200 plus easily.
But hey, he wanted to prove that he was he's a tough guy. You feel me? He can play through pain.
Oh yeah, J.C. Jackson hurt too.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, that whole team, man,
Yeah.
Team IR, bro. Team
I told
IR.
you the people was drinking the Kool-Aid. I was like, I'm not convinced. It's still the Chargers.
Yeah. So Chiefs, and then the Chiefs, man.
Oh Lord.
Oh
How
my
do you lose
God.
to Matt Ryan?
To
though?
the Colts, bro. Listen,
They saying Benemi a fraud. I don't know.
Benemi fraud. Who's that?
The Chiefs offensive coordinator saying he's a
Eric
fraud.
Bieniemy.
Yeah. Oh, Bieniemy. That's how you
Yeah,
pronounce it.
Eric Bieniemy. Yeah, that's
Maybe he is the enemy.
Yeah, they got a little shouting match.
Yeah.
I think it was during halftime. So the Chiefs, man, I didn't really watch it too much, but I saw the ending, and it's just crazy how hey, people said that Tyreek Hill, you're gonna miss him, but all these analysts are like, oh, it's they're not gonna skip a beat. You know what I'm saying? They'll be fine. They'll be fine, but the offense is not gonna be as dynamic, in my opinion. And it just showed that there's still an adjustment period without Tyreek Hill, even though you have a solid receiving core. At the end of the day, you don't have no Tyreek Hill. So, yeah, that's just my reaction to the whole game.
Yeah, it was more bad Chiefs than good Colts, in my opinion.
I think it's an adjustment period, man. Patrick Mahomes, he's usually likes to throw the ball down the field a lot, and now he has to sort of settle with shorter routes and everything. So I think that's one of the things that really happened. But let's get to Lions and Vikings. Let's get to that game, man.
Boy, the Lions started off red hot, 14-0, and then just folded.
Yep.
And
Typical
that's why
Lions fan.
that defense is going to be the reason why they either miss the playoffs or end up with a negative record.
Yeah. Let's talk about Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah, wow, he has
You see what happens when you have coaches in a scheme that fits your players and not sabotage them? He's looking like the number 3 pick of the 2019 draft.
I think so. Something about that range. Yeah. So he has been balling, bro. Like right now, oh my God, is he top 10? He might be top. I think he's top 10 because what he did to Justin Jefferson, what he did to Devontae Smith, I forgot who they played week 2, but what he's done so far has been just tremendous. Like
week 2 they played the Commanders.
The Commanders, right? So he has been phenomenal. Like, dude, I think Justin Jefferson, he had like 18 yards maybe? It was I know it was in the single digits. It wasn't even close to 100 for sure.
Yeah.
Dude has been playing out of his mind. I saw the film. He travels and everything. Majority of the time he was on Justin Jefferson and he had him on lockdown. So yeah, that I salute to him. And the Vikings, again, they won.
Pulled it out.
Yeah, this is 1:00 game. It's a 1:00 game, so Kirk Cousins, he's able to pull it up. He's able to do what he's got to do. But when it comes to prime time, it's a different story. So 1:00 games, you can definitely bet on Kirk Cousins. But when it's like prime time game, when it's dark outside, yeah, he's not that guy. Yeah, pretty much. So that's my reaction. Amon-Ra St. Brown. What I noticed when watching the film is that the Lions, they use Amon-Ra St. Brown kind of like Cooper Kupp in a way. Some of their packages, I'm like, yo, no wonder he getting all these catches.
Didn't the coordinator? No, I
don't know. From the Rams? Is he from the Rams? I don't remember. But what I will say is that the coordinator, I like his like play designs. I like the like play calling. Like it's very creative. Like it's not generic or anything like that. So it's very methodical. So I like what they're doing. Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's that guy. Like he's legit.
That defense, man, they got to get it together.
Yeah, definitely got to get it together.
Because Okudah and
Aiden Hutchinson,
them like the only real playmakers.
Yeah, for sure. So remains to be seen how the Lions sort of come back from this. But I think they'll win some games. I think they'll be really good. But the defense, obviously. Let's go to the Bears, man. Let's go to the Bears and Texans game. And the Bears won. They nearly lost the game, but it was I think they won by 3. It was a field goal, I believe it was that they won. And Justin Fields, he didn't have a good game. He was bad. threw those 2 interceptions. That was bad Justin Fields. Like, that was no excuse. You cannot throw those picks. Like, that's just him.
Especially when dude was wide open on a post route.
It was him being inaccurate, and, yeah, those were just bad plays. But what I will say, as you guys saw earlier with my rant, is that I'm tired of people trying to act like this is all because of this is all Justin Fields' fault. Like, no. If anything, he's doing about everything that he can. And he was inaccurate that game. He made some bad decisions. But when I watched the film, I watched the entire game, right? And I could count maybe 4 or 5 where it was definitively Justin Fields' fault. The rest of them, there's like maybe 2 or 3 plays where it can go either or, if he had like a better offensive line maybe, or if the receiver was better, even though he overthrew it a little bit, but if the receiver was a little bit better, it would have caught it. So Justin Fields, he's trying to make something out of nothing. Like, I've seen so many plays where he is going through his progressions, and then all of a sudden he doesn't have time, so he has to scramble and make something out of nothing. And it's too many times, and people are like, well, what does he do well? And don't say scrambling. And I'm like, well, I've seen him throw some really good passes through zone coverage that game, even though those 2 picks. I've seen him make really good throws through zone coverage, but the fact remains is that he has no help. And how can you do anything when you have no help? Especially in a game where you're dependent on everybody else around you to make, to do their job. So how? I don't know. Have you seen like highlights of the game?
I was watching Red Zone, so I seen like, when they're in scoring position. I seen that one pick. I was like, oh Lord,
that was bad. That was bad.
Terrible. He was wide open. He just sailed it right to the safety. It was bad. But I mean, if he's playing bad and they're still winning, I mean, they'll probably keep winning when he's playing good. So you see, think about Justin Fields. He has the talent. Like, he's a talented QB. He's not like other Ohio State QBs where people weren't sure about their mechanics or if they can really throw. He can throw the ball. He's talented. I don't know if it's mental or what. It has to be mental, because that's the only reason that can explain these poor performances.
Like I said again.
Also, yes, he obviously doesn't have much talent or much weapons to throw to, but like, we gotta still see you still got to take advantage of the opportunity.
The first game when he played the Niners, he was pretty solid. He was okay. He was solid. He did what he needed to do that game. Now, the second game, I don't think he didn't play particularly bad. Like, I was watching the game and he was moving the ball down the field. It was just because the Packers defense is so elite.
Yeah, they were that first drive.
Yeah, and then there was like another drive he was playing pretty well, and then there was like one drive where he scrambled out of bounds and it was actually a first down, but the ref said that it wasn't. But yeah, so he was playing okay for the parts around him that he had. Like, it's just the Packers defense is just too good, and that offensive line is not good at all. Like, yeah, he has the worst offensive line in the NFL, worst receivers in the NFL. So what is he supposed to do? But the third game, that's where I'm like, okay, he played bad. But again, so I think you have to let him just play, man. You got to give him a chance. And I think next year, that's when we could really judge him the most, because the Bears are going to have cap space and they're going to be able to get him pieces. And once they get him pieces, then there's no more excuses. Just like with Tua this year, no more excuses. The same will be applied for Justin Fields. So, y'all, listen, you can still judge him. You can say he had a bad game, but just outright saying, "Oh, this guy's ass. Oh, he can't play. Oh, he's just not that guy." That's just nah. You can't do that. He doesn't have the pieces around him, and we don't even know how good the head coach is yet. Like, is he good? Looking at the offensive game planning, how generic it is. Like, I'm just saying. So, yeah. What other games?
Let's talk about the AFC East matchup. The Dolphins versus the Bills.
Right. Oh, my God. That was like game of the week. How did I forget that? So, yeah. Dolphins versus... How'd you feel about the game, man?
Man, Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle.
Something special, huh?
Yes.
Something special. Even though Tyreek, he didn't really do much that game. But that was mostly because I think Tua got hurt.
Tyreek has. I ain't gonna say it.
What?
I was gonna say he has gravity. I mean, it's true though, but you know,
Yeah.
we gonna leave that on the NBA side. But yeah, the Dolphins hooping. Mike McDaniel seems to be a legit coach.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's some doubts about him coming into the season, but he's playing legit. And you know what's funny? Look at the Dolphins offense and look at the 49ers offense. So who was the real mastermind behind them seasons?
That's a good point. And then also, just look at the way that he's like, helping Tua, right? Because God bless Brian Flores. They won some games, even though they didn't make playoffs, but they won games. But one of the things that was a problem is that his offensive coordinators, like he bring him like all these different offensive coordinators that was so mid. Like I forget, was Chan. I don't know if Chan Gailey, is he offensive coordinator? I don't know. I forget if it was him. But he brought in some just very mediocre offensive coordinators for Tua. And I'm just like, how is this guy supposed to? And then the offensive line is not good and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I get that he needs to play better. But at the same time, you gotta surround him with, good offensive minds and good pieces in order for him to succeed. And so now they bring in Mike McDaniels from that 49ers tree, and he looks legit. Like Richard Sherman's right. Dude, I think he called him a wizard or something or something like that. He's right because, dude, his design, the play designs and everything, the play calls, the way they're utilizing Tyreek Hill, the way they're utilizing Jaden Waddle, it's tremendous. It really is. So salute to them, man.
Let's talk about. I'm not letting Josh Allen off the hook for what he did on that final drive with the game on the line. Imagine if that was Lamar.
Imagine if that was Dak.
Thank you. Imagine if that was Dak that did that. Are you kidding me? Bro, stop putting Josh Allen in MVP convo.
Y'all started a trend.
Real talk.
Dallas Cowboys started a trend because after what they did in the playoffs, I'm seeing more bad clock management more than ever. I'm like, what is going on? Bro, just spike the snap already.
Yeah, that was they said the ref kept like walking the ball back or something. But yeah, it's no excuse.
That was hilarious, bro. I was like,
having
wow.
10 seconds and can't get a spike off is crazy.
Wow. So that was crazy. But the Bills, I still think the Bills is a better team.
I think the Bills they'll finish with a better record.
But what I will say is that Tua, like before he got hurt, and supposedly it was a back injury, but before he got hurt, he was balling, man. Like he was completing passes. But then once he came back, I felt like he wasn't as like good as he did before he got injured, because it just felt like something was off. Because he was moving down the field, like dude was completing passes and stuff. So we'll have to wait to see when they go to Buffalo. Miami going to Buffalo. Cold weather.
Yeah.
I don't know. They got to win that division because you don't want to go to Buffalo in the playoffs. So, they need to win that division. So, salute to the Dolphins. The Bills, man, they are just depleted defensively on that secondary. They need Trey White back. Oh, my God. Jordan Poyer, he's going to come back eventually. But, they need to get healthy because it's bad. It's bad. Yep. So
let's talk about. I think it's only one more really.
It's like Jets game. And well, you said important games.
Well, the Jets played
the Bengals.
Oh yeah, the Bengals did.
Sauce Gardner, man, that dude, he's worth second pick. Third pick, man. That guy right there.
He's good.
Whew, T. Higgins got him on that one play, but that was a spectacular play. Like you can't really do much. Yeah, you can't really do much against. I think T. Higgins like 6'3", 6'4". You can't really do much against that. Like he was spectacular. But
Sauce is nice, dude.
What he did to Jamar Chase, lockdown.
And them LSU boys, they ain't looking too good right now.
Man, yeah, he's locked down, bro. I gotta salute him.
People saying Jamar Chase a go ball merchant.
Nah, but yeah, it's looking bad for LSU guys right
but
now.
I think the Bengals will start picking up more wins though.
Hey man, Zach Taylor, give the ball to Joe Mixon. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also, what's up with all these weird ass run plays? Like, I'm looking at some of these run plays. I'm like, you really expect him to get 5 yards on this? Like, I'm looking at some of them. I'm like, can we be more creative? Can we, better design run plays? Like, come on now. We're at the goal line, and the run play, it's just like, dude, can we do a better job giving the ball to Joe Mixon? Like, can you have him, like, in the passing game as well. Like it just blows my mind. Like you see Joe Burrow is struggling, right? Why not give the ball to Joe Mixon more so you can alleviate some of the pressure off of Joe Burrow, especially with that pass blocking. Like, it's not good. So please give the ball to Joe Mixon. Like, he's one of the best running backs in the league. Is that it? Is that all the games?
2 more games.
Two more games?
We ain't talk about the Ravens game.
Nah, we ain't talk about. Ooh,
who did they play again?
Play the Patriots.
Oh yeah.
We need to have a conversation about the Ravens defense because, first of all, I think Devontae Parker, like, you giving up all them yards to Devontae Parker? Like, when the last time Devontae Parker been good? Like 3-4 years ago?
Devontae Parker's a contested catch merchant.
Come on, man. Like, they were making Jacoby Myers and Devontae Parker.
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy.
Looking like a tandem, looking like a one of the best wide receiver tandems in the league. Like, come on now. And then Mac Jones was looking elite. Like, he was looking good
then he
out
got
there.
Hurt.
Yeah, then he got hurt. Yeah, the Ravens defense, man, y'all looking real
Y'all
skeptical.
was the strongest unit last year. What the heck happened?
I might need to put y'all on the fraud watch list. You feel me? I will. Ravens defense is on the fraud watch list until y'all get it together. So, yeah, but Lamar Jackson, man, oh my God,
Lamar sensational.
Woo!
He's my MVP.
The price of the brick is going up.
I don't know. As the weeks go on, the price just keeps getting higher. The Ravens need to get the deal done. Give the man what he wants.
He wants a fully guaranteed, probably $250. Gotta give it.
I give it to him.
Gotta give it to him, man. Gotta give it because at the end of the day, who's gonna get to replace him? You can't.
You can't. Bro, teams need to realize you can't cheap out on generational talent. You have to give them the funds.
You can't cheap out on a QB. Like,
Exactly, especially a QB.
If it was like a corner, okay, even though corners you need a corner. But you can trade them. You can trade a wide receiver. But a QB, it's not many great QBs like that guy. Like, he's elite. Elite QB like that, top 5 QB like that, you cannot cheap him. You got to give him what he wants.
Because there's definitely teams out there that's willing to give up a lot of draft capital.
Yeah, absolutely. Look what the Browns did for freaking Deshaun Nasty Watson. Like, come on now.
I'm pretty sure the Lions would easily give up 3 firsts for Lamar.
Yeah, and more. So, Ravens, do what you need to do.
Because let me tell you, there's nothing worse than QB hell. Because
Right.
thankfully, I've never had the experience in my football.
Wait. That whole fiasco with Jerry and Dak. Come on now. There was.
I mean, he was still playing, though.
Okay, he was still playing. But
Only time I had to experience QB hell was when the QB1 got hurt.
Okay.
I'm talking about like having consistent years of just bad QB play. No, I've never had to experience such things.
Yeah, so. Yeah, man. Lamar's just balling out. He's the front runner for MVP, bro. He's really doing his thing. He's like 80%. I forgot, it was like some stat where he's like 80% of the offense or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, dude is definitely, he's worth all the money. So is there one more game?
You forgot your team.
Oh yeah, I did. See,
Fake fan.
You know why I forgot it? Cause I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed at all. And the reason why I wasn't impressed,
hell, Brady shoot, everybody was hurt.
It's because the Bucks, they were depleted on offense. Like, this is arguably Brady's worst like tandem of pass catchers that he's ever had. Even when New England, at least he had Julian Edelman. Dude didn't even have Julian Edelman on playing. So that's why I wasn't really impressed. And I just look at, the defense, they balled out. They did what they were supposed to do. But the offense, like, oh my God.
The Bucks defense is legit.
It is legit, but dude, it just looked terrible. Now, Romeo Doubs. Hey, if one thing I'll take away from that game is Romeo Doubs, because he looks like a guy that Aaron Rodgers could possibly rely on. That's the thing. We need to find receivers that we can rely on. We know Aaron Rodgers is going to throw to Randall Cobb. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw to Robert Tonyan. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw to Allen Lazard. But we need the rookies to come through. I don't know if Christian Watson got that dog in him. But Romeo Doubs, it looks like he might have some dog in him. I said this in the group chat. I said I need him to be James Jones. If he could be James Jones, like prime James Jones, where he got 14 touchdowns in 1 year, we good. But if he's not, like, he has to be serviceable. Because I know Sammy Watkins, he's gonna be hurt. Sammy Watkins, you're not getting a starting spot back. Like it's over for you. Like it's over. You're gonna be second string now. So Romeo Dobbs, he about to take the spot, and then our schedule is for the next 4 weeks is pretty. It's easy. It's not too tough. So this is where the receivers should sort of get acclimated to Romeo Dobbs or Christian Watson. Christian Watson, get healthy, man. Like, come on, man. Like, dude, you're already hurt. You've been out for so long because I think you had a surgery. Now you're hurt again. Like, dude, I get it. You can't control your body, but please take care of yourself because we need you on the field. Aaron Rodgers, he's one of those QBs. Like, listen, if he don't trust you, he's not going to throw to you. Like, you're going to be just running around just getting cardio. So, yeah, man, I wasn't overly impressed besides Romeo Dobbs. How did you feel about the game, man?
Oh, I had to go to dinner, so I didn't watch.
You ain't miss much. I'm telling you, because it was just a defensive battle.
Wasn't the score like 14-12?
Yeah. So, hey, bad clock management. Couldn't.
On whose behalf?
I think it was against the Bucks. Matter of fact, no, it was what happened was, it was false start. I think it was. Yeah, and 2-point conversion. And yeah, so they had the running play. It was for Leonard Fournette, and they would have scored. They would have tied it up, but because I think it was a false start or whatever, and yeah, it was bad clock management because it went all the way down to 0. I think it was, and so they had to go back and they had to throw. And lo and behold, the defense, they were able to stand pack and prevent Brady from getting the 2-point conversion, and that's how we won the game. So yeah, I'm glad about that. That was pretty much the sum of the entire game, a defensive battle, and we got lucky in the end because a bad, just false start. Not false start, but the clock management. But yeah, let's transition to picking the games for week 4. And let's go to Dolphins versus the Bengals game. Now,
Thursday.
I don't know the status on Tua, so it's a bit of a question mark. But I'll just assume that, oh man, this is tough. They say it's his back, so if it is, I'll just say it's his back. I'll say it's his back.
Do they think we stupid?
If it is, I'll just go with what they say, even though I'm skeptical. I'll say that he plays because I heard from I forgot who it was on ESPN that Tua called the head coach at 10 o'clock at night, whatever, and the coach, I believe he said he sounded like he was okay, like he was functioning well. So I'll go with the Dolphins off the simple fact that I believe Tua is going to play, even though the Bengals are at home, but I have to see more from the Bengals.
I'm throwing all logic and reasoning out the window based on these past few weeks, and I'm going Bengals.
Okay. Well,
I can't trust these things on paper never turn out the way they're supposed to be.
So it was the Browns versus Steelers. It was the I forgot the other. What was the other ones? It was the Browns versus Steelers.
With the games last week?
Chiefs versus Chargers. Yeah, I'm talking about all the Thursday night games. It was the Chiefs versus Chargers, Browns versus Steelers.
The Cowboys. No, that was a Sunday game.
So those were
Bills and Rams too.
Bills and Rams. And there was only one team that won on the road, and that was the Bills. So, I mean, I'm just gonna go with the better team. F it. They're hot right now. I get it. It's Thursday night. It's Thursday night football, but I think that Tua is gonna play. If he doesn't play, then I'll go Bengals. But my original pick is the Dolphins, so I'm gonna go with them.
It's kind of hard to see the Bengals being 1-3, so that's why I'm going to Bengals.
I understand.
Next game we got a 1 p.m. game. The Commanders and the Cowboys. Yeah.
Cowboys easily.
Listen, y'all seen what the Eagles D-line did to the Commanders?
Right.
Ours is just as good.
Right. I don't trust Carson Wentz at all. So I'm going to go Cowboys on that one.
Yeah.
What's the next game?
Saints and Vikings.
Easy.
Oh, that's in London?
And I heard that Jameis Winston, his back, he might not play. So I'm going to go I'm gonna go Vikings on this one. So that's
I'm
an
gonna
easy
go Vikings.
one.
I'm going to go with the safe pick.
All right, what's the next game?
Browns and Falcons.
Ooh, I'm going to go Browns.
They've been playing better than I thought they would.
Yeah, they
with
have.
the absence of the freak bowl.
They have Jacoby Brissett. He looked good last week on Thursday night. So I expect him to be serviceable against a team that, let's face it, they're not the greatest.
Yeah.
And AJ Terrell, I have to see something from him.
Fraud, I told you.
So yeah, I'm gonna just go with the Browns on that one.
Seahawks and Lions.
Lions.
Yeah.
Lions. Let's go Lions. I think Lions offense too explosive.
But their defense is very suspect.
It is. I agree with you.
But
on that
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions.
one.
Titans and Colts. Oh boy, the
Oh,
toilet bowl.
I'm gonna go tight. Oh, wait a minute. This is tough, bro. I have to think on this one. Who's look worse?
Do I trust Ryan Tannehill? Or
Let me
Matt
look at the
Ryan?
records. Hold up.
It's the battle of the Ryans.
Yeah, let me look at the record, bro. Hold up.
Colts 1-1-1.
Yeah, they're 1-1-1. Titans is 1-2. The Colts just beat the Chiefs.
That might have been.
I'm gonna go with the Colts because I just think that they're a more complete team. I don't know if Shaquille Leonard's gonna come back, but I just think that the Colts are a more complete team. They beat the Chiefs, so that just gives me optimism that they can.
This is such a toss-up.
They can get it together.
Division game, but it's such a toss-up.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna go.
And the Colts are at home.
I'm gonna go Titans.
You gonna go Titans?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You believe in
Titans.
Ryan Tannehill?
I believe in the. This is literally a coin flip at this. So the coin landed on the Titans. So
All right. Bears and Giants.
Giants. I'm going Bears. The Giants literally have no one to throw to. Sterling Shepard's out for the year. Kenny Golladay can't separate from you. So Saquon, if they shut down Saquon, they win the game.
Man, this is Giants are at home. Man, I'm gonna go Bears. Damn it, Justin Fields or Daniel Jones.
Justin Fields needs a bounce back game.
Yeah,
this is the perfect team to do it because their secondary.
Yeah, and also their run defense as well is kind of skeptical.
Yeah.
So and the Bears, they're a pretty good run team. So I'm gonna go Bears on this one. Bears, what was it?
Bears
we already
Giants.
picked.
Yeah, we both said Bears.
Yeah. So where we go next?
Jaguars versus the Eagles. Oh, that's who they play.
Eagles, easy.
This would be a decent litmus test for Jalen Hurts
And
the Eagles.
What?
Listen, the Jags have been playing hot and their defense is solid. This is probably the best defense they've played so far.
I think that this is more of a litmus test for Trevor Lawrence than Jalen Hurts.
That too.
I need to see more for Trevor Lawrence, even though he has been playing well. But I have the Eagles. I'm going.
Yeah, I got the
I think the
Eagles,
Eagles
too.
are the best team in the league. So yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles. Jets and Steelers. Where are we going? I think Zach Wilson's coming back.
The
that
toilet
game.
bowl.
Yeah, pretty much. This is
I'm going to trust Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed, and I'm going with the Jets.
really. Oh man,
Mitch Trubisky can't throw a good ball when they're open. How they going to throw a good ball when they're getting strapped down?
I'm going with the team with the better coach. I'm going with Mike Tomlin and Steelers. That's what I'm going with. I'm not picking the Jets. I'm sorry. Wait. I don't know. You know what? That is. I'm going with the Steelers. I'm gonna go with
Garrett
Mike
Wilson
Tomlin.
going off for 150.
I'm going with Mike Tomlin,
I'm
even
going
though
with the Jets.
I
don't trust the Steelers on offense.
All right, Bills and Ravens.
Oh, that's going to be good. Oh, that's a 1 p.m. Oh, that's trash.
That is trash. It's at Baltimore.
They just flex these games to like prime time or something.
I'm gonna go Bills on this one.
Bills?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bills. It's a toss up, honestly, but I'm gonna go Bills, bro.
I'm going to go Bills. The Ravens can't stop a nosebleed.
And that's my point. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bills, even though they are at home, and this feels like a game that Lamar Jackson he wants to show out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bills. They just
I think Lamar's going to go crazy, but the defense, I don't think they're going to hold up.
Yeah.
Josh Allen needs to throw like 2 picks in order for them to lose.
All right, so Chargers and Texans.
If Herbert might not play.
I say he probably play. I'm gonna go Chargers.
I'm going to go Chargers.
I'm gonna go Chargers, bro.
I don't think they, even injured, I don't think they're that bad.
Cardinals and Panthers.
Cards.
Cardinals. Yeah, pretty much.
That Mickey Mouse win that the Panthers got doesn't move me.
Mm-hmm. Broncos and Raiders. The battle of the bad head coaches. Oh, my goodness.
I'm very inclined to say Raiders because it is insane for them to start off 0-4. But then again, it's Derek Carr. You know, he ain't really played too bad last game, but I'm gonna go Raiders. I'm going Raiders.
Wow.
They need a win desperately.
Wow, you're going Raiders?
This is a desperate win.
Here's my question. What has the Raiders done well this year so far? At least with the Broncos, you got the defense. The Raiders, what have they done well? Like, seriously.
I mean, their receivers get separation. They're not very good in the red zone at all.
Let me see. Where's this game at? If it's at...
Looks like it's in Vegas.
Oh, it's in Vegas. I'm going to go...
Oh, wait,
I'm going to go Broncos.
Is the team on the left... Oh, no. Yes, it's at Vegas.
I'm going to go Broncos. I'm going to go Broncos, even though Nathaniel Hackett is very skeptical. But Josh McDaniels is skeptical as well. He let Kyler Murray just do that to his team. And their defense is atrocious. So I think that combining just the bad head coaching by Josh McDaniels and the fact that the Broncos, at least their defense is like one of the best in the NFL, and I think they can get to Derek Carr. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. I think Russell Wilson improve a little bit this game, and they'll bounce back.
You know, forget the. I'm here to see the PS2 versus Devontae matchup. That's what I'm watching for.
Patrick Surtain, yeah, we'll see about that. Chiefs versus Buccaneers. This is the primetime game.
Oh, you forgot about Pats and the
Packers. Is there
one word Packers?
Yeah, exactly. Packers.
Chiefs bucket. Ooh.
Yeah.
They're
going to get Mike Evans back.
Okay.
And their defenses. Woo! Defense is lights out right now.
Dang.
I'm going Bucks.
You going Bucks?
I'm going Bucks. Easily. And they're at home. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's like something, the hurricane, whatever. So they might have to move it to like a neutral site because of the hurricane. So it's going to be in a neutral site. And this is going to be in prime time.
I'm going Chiefs.
You going Chiefs? I'm going Buccaneers, bro. That defense has been playing lights out.
True.
And the Chiefs are still trying to, like, figure out their offense. It's still a work in progress. I just think that combine the fact that Mike Evans is coming back, Brady's going to have some help. I think that the Buccaneers will get the win.
I'm going Chiefs.
And then the Monday night game, Rams and 49ers.
Rams.
Yeah, I'm going Rams as well. I just think that the 49ers have had the Rams number, and they're in San Francisco. So
I don't trust Jimmy G.
But he's beaten the Rams before.
This year, Jimmy G ain't and they don't got Trent Williams, so.
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm going
Rams.
But the Rams they never play well in San Francisco.
I'm going Rams. I know the history, but we've seen for these past 3 weeks, you cannot trust the logic and reasoning.
Okay.
I'm going Rams. Because I do not believe Jimmy G has enough. And especially that left side of the line is weaker, and that's where Aaron Donald will be.
I'm going to go Rams. I'll go Rams because I have to go with the more talented team and just what's going on with San Francisco. It doesn't look too promising. So I'm going to go Rams.
Let's also put it like this. Who's better offensively? The Rams. Who's better defensively? The Rams.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they? Really?
Top to bottom, they are.
49ers, no, their defense is pretty freaking good.
Top to bottom. Who got the better DBs?
Oh, Rams.
Who you could say if you want to give the 49ers the line, but one has Aaron Donald.
Shit, one has Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa's pretty freaking good.
He ain't no Aaron Donald.
Okay, but he's still one of the best pass rushers in the league.
He's no Aaron Donald.
He could take over.
He's
a
no
game.
Michael Parsons.
Oh my God, here we go with this. Like he has the capability of winning Defensive Player of the Year.
But
like,
he's
that's
not.
how good he is. Okay,
As long
but
as
he's
11
still...
is healthy, no, he ain't.
All right, well, I'm just saying, like, the 49ers, their defense, the linebackers, like Like, who has better linebackers?
The 49ers, because they have Fred Warner.
So they have better linebackers, arguably a better defensive line. It's just their secondary.
Yeah.
So how is the 49ers defense not better? Yeah, I got you. I got him cornered. 49ers have a better defense.
Rams got dog in them.
Oh, my God. And then the offensive line for the Rams is kind of skeptical, too.
Yeah, but it ain't more skeptical than the 49ers.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with...
I'm going Rams.
I'm
not getting moved from this position.
going with...
I just don't trust Jimmy G.
But he's beaten them before.
And think, bro, they don't even have the same play calling. The play calling not even the same. They're not even using Debo how they used them last year. Mike McDaniel was the mastermind, not Kyle Shanahan.
Nah, you hating now. You hating. You're crazy. Cause come on now, like really.
Let's be real. That offense has taken a step back. Maybe multiple steps back.
So far, yeah, it has. Oh man.
The Rams have been more consistent. I'm going with the Rams.
I'm going to go. Fine, I'll go with the Rams. It's hard. It's a pick 'em for me. I'll go with the Rams. I just think that they have more offensive talent, and offensively they've still been playing pretty well. So I'll go with the Rams on this one. So yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want to do your updated cornerback list, or you want to wait?
You know, let's do the updated CB list.
Okay.
We still have the usual suspects there. You know, Diggs, Ramsey, Slay. I think we're removing a player off the list because what he did that last game was unacceptable. Denzel Ward, you're off the list, buddy.
Yeah, that was
what you did against the Steelers was. Oh, my goodness. He tricked me.
You think you still have Jair and Marshawn, or are you going to take one of them off? Because Jair hasn't – it's not like he's been – he hasn't –
He ain't really guard nobody.
Yeah, he hasn't, like, gotten
Marshawn is still on there because he's just been great.
So if you would take Jair Alexander off there, who would you put on there?
Who would I put on there?
Yeah.
I know it's a CB that deserves to be on. I just can't think of it right now.
Like we've been talking about Sauce Gardner, but he's young.
A rookie. I'm not putting.
You also have Jeff Okudah.
Not yet.
You also have Derek. Well, I'm not gonna put Derek Stingley in there, even though he's playing pretty well. Yeah, I can't think of a name right now.
I'm not putting Byron Murphy there either. I'm sorry. Sorry, Jalen. It ain't happening.
Yeah, but he's been playing well, though.
Yeah.
He's been playing really well. So, yeah, I can't think of a name that I could just come up with where I could say definitively, oh, yeah, this guy's above Jair right now. Because Jair, he hasn't been getting cooked well. Against the Bears, he had that interception. So, yeah, I think that it's kind of really hard to say, like, oh, I'm going to put this guy, especially Denzel Ward, with what he did. Yeah, man. It seems like this is the list.
Yeah. 5 is up for grabs, I suppose.
Yeah, 5.
I guess you could put Jair there just because.
Yeah, just because he hasn't.
I swear I'm forgetting somebody, but, man, I don't know.
Is it Surtain?
Oh. Yep, PS2. I'm putting PS2 in the top 5.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna take Jair Alexander off there and put Surtain on there.
Yeah,
because of what he did to Debo.
Yeah,
okay.
Surtain, he's been clamping up all year. So
okay,
yeah.
I got another. This is your list. All I'm doing is just reacting to it. I mean, I'm not gonna definitively agree on it, but what I will say is that I understand why you would take Jair Alexander off the list because you haven't seen him really guard the top guys that much. So I understand that. But yeah, so he has Trayvon 1. You have number 2. You have who would be number 2?
Slay.
Slay is number 2. Jalen Ramsey and Marshawn, and now Surtain. So that's his 5. That is the way too early top 5 cornerbacks list. And yeah, we'll have to wait to see. Just shout out to Jeff Okudah. Shout out to Sauce Gardner. Those guys have been balling. Derek Stingley. Them, they keep playing like this. You never know. They might make the list as well. So we'll have to see on that.
It's a lot of players that came out of not nowhere, but like DJ Reed's been hooping. There's been a lot of CBs that's been stepping up, and the usual big name guys just haven't really been performing. AJ Terrell.
Yeah. Final topic. Okay. Ime Udoka. So this came out last week, right? So we're reacting to it now, but I can't, I posted a clip, whatever, of my reaction. And Ime Udoka, that whole fiasco, that whole situation, just insane. Like, it just came out of nowhere. I woke up in the morning and I'm seeing all these text messages on my phone.
The tweets that night was hilarious.
I was like, what is going on? And then I look on my phone. It's like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, wait a minute. The Celtics head coach did what? Like, you cannot make this up. Like, you had a relationship with some female on the Celtics staff that is married to probably an executive? What are you doing? Like, what are we doing here? And so Matt Barnes, I saw it was a video of him. He was being interviewed by Vlad TV, right? And he said that he can't rock with him after hearing the news. And when it comes out who he was messing with, I was like, whoa, he was messing with it. I was thinking, like, is it Brad Stevens' wife? Is it the owner's wife? Like who could it be? Like, seriously, like, I'm just, I'm just people coming up with different theories and stuff. Yeah, it's just a crazy situation. How did you feel about it, man?
Before that, says Minneapolis chosen as contingency site if Chiefs Buccaneers game has to relocate due to Hurricane Ian.
Okay. I wonder if they're gonna do it on Tuesday instead of Sunday. That would be the interesting thing, considering they are changing locations. So maybe they'll just still do it on Sunday, but I guess to like promote it to sell tickets, they might switch it to Tuesday. Excuse me. So. Yeah, but let's continue.
Back to the
Ime Udoka.
I don't understand. I don't understand the thought process. So the Celtics, the Orr caught you before.
Oh, really? This was
they caught him,
and
it was like, hey, bro, you need to chill. But he just didn't care. How do you know what? This is 101 of how to fumble your life.
Oh my God.
You lost in the finals. You lost your fiance.
Ooh.
Now you lost your job.
Oh my God. And you already know they got a kid together too? Ooh.
They do?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh my God. Talk about screwing your life up.
Like, all for some, like, dude, this is just like, as a man though, like, where does your priorities lie? Throwing it all away for
like a woman that works with the Celtics, like, you couldn't have done it with some chick, I don't know, like an IG model. It had to be some woman from the Celtics staff that you were having an affair with, a relationship with. Why?
And then this dummy, they got caught because the Ring camera caught them having a conversation.
First of all, the report that I think it may have been Woj, I think it was, where it was like unwanted remarks. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Is it sexual harassment? Like, what do we do? Like what is the specifics?
And the crazy thing is, though, that I think the news got out because it was leaked, but like, this stuff should have been handled in-house. Because now you got people asking questions. You got people wanting names to be released. You got the integrity of the organ question. Like, all of that stuff should have just been handled internally.
Yeah. I just want to know, like, what does unwanted remarks mean? Like, what? Like, was it sexual harassment?
They said it was consensual. Then they say, oh, later on it became I'm like, okay, what the heck is going on?
Like, seriously, like, what are we doing here? And, oh my God, Malika Andrews is getting cooked. Like, dude. Oh man, first of all,
she's been having her cape on.
First of all, the whole thing with Stephen A. and Malika Andrews. Obviously, there's gonna be some people that are just dick riding on her because she's a very attractive lady. Okay, let's get that out the way. But she was kind of wrong.
She was very wrong. She
Like-
just jumped. She literally put words in his mouth.
Yeah, she jumped to conclusions without, like, I guess, listening. You know?
Yeah, there was no nuance in them discussions.
So I will say that, yeah, you have to, like, we can't be too critical because not all the facts are out, because you never know. Like, it could be a situation where she was also, like, the lady involved was also, like, just as much, like, responsible. But at the same time, Ime Udoka, you're the head coach of the Boston Celtics. Like, you have to be responsible. You have to be an adult. Come on, man. You know this was written on the contract. You cannot have no sort of relationship with another staff member, another person working on the Celtics, right? Especially if they're not in a higher position or equal position as you. So that's just problematic. And yeah, she's just been getting cooked. Because remember, I think it was the assistant coach that was now the interim head coach. She sort of brought up his past, whatever. I think it was charges, whatever.
From college in
Yeah.
2008.
I was like, wow, Malika, come on now. Don't do this. Now people are asking for Rachel Nichols back. I'm like, what? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are wilding. Like, let's not go that far.
Yeah.
Let's not go that far. But yeah,
Some people said, "Oh, it's relevant because of Ime." I'm like, no, it's really not relevant, because if that stuff that happened over a decade ago was an issue, he wouldn't have a job in the first place. So you just bringing that up just to cause controversy.
Right. Unnecessary controversy. So yeah, bad by you.
But think. I don't think Malika's fully at fault for that, because you know how these shows go.
Yeah,
they
tell them, oh, you got to read
the
this.
directors tell them what to say and stuff. So I'm not gonna give Malika too much blame for that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
But what she did last week, she did it to Perk too, and Perk was like, "I got the information."
Yeah. I was like, damn, this is getting very spicy.
Yeah,
Real spicy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, did you personally know the lady involved or something?
Exactly.
Because
Well, Matt Barnes, he said that he knows all the details. So I'm assuming a guy that used to play for the Celtics, he was a key contributor to a championship ring. He probably knows all the details, all the juicy details. So yeah, it's just a crazy situation. I'm still
it's
shocked.
just a bad situation.
Yeah.
And the media just made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff should have been handled in-house, and not many details should have been displayed.
Right. Just say, I don't know.
They literally could have just said, we have suspended him just for conduct detriment. Yeah, exactly. And then people were just like, dang. And then moved on in a week.
I'm thinking, why only 1 year? Like,
yeah, if you're gonna suspend him for a year, just fire him.
Like, seriously, like, okay, if it's a consensual relationship, is that really 1 year?
Something deeper had to have happened.
Bro, he had to be messing
especially
around
if
with
Matt
an
Barnes
executive.
reacted like that.
It had to be an executive. It had to be. If it's going to be, it had to be someone.
Somebody had to.
Yeah, it had to be the wife of the executive, because if you're going to just suspend him for a year, then yeah, and then y'all saying unwanted remarks and all this stuff, it had to be the wife of an executive, because ain't no way they're making this like bigger than making it so big, whatever, that it isn't an executive. Like,
then they said possible further
punishment.
discipline could be. Just fire him.
Exactly. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you tap dancing? Like, just
was he
discipline him.
wrong? Like, if he's
like,
wrong,
what is it?
like,
Is it consensual or not? Was there sexual harassment involved or was it not? Like, what do we? Like, what is it?
there's
Like,
a lot of beating around the bush here.
yeah, they know the details. They know everything. They're just trying to. I don't know if they're trying to cover it up. I don't know if they're.
And if what he did was so bad, why would you want to bring him back?
Yeah, right. It just, he violated the rules.
And I'm pretty sure the players know too. So if the players could, like, I don't want to play for this dude. You know what I'm saying? So like, you might as well just go all the way, release him. He'll find another job, but that's just because teams don't care. But
yeah. Well, it depends. He is a black man, and you know how these elders are when it comes to black folks. You know, they like to blackball them and all this other stuff. So it will be very. Well, I take that back because Jason Kidd did get it. He did get a head coaching job. So it's a possibility. It depends on like what happened. Like, was it sexual harassment or not? Was it consensual and everything? Like, was everything consensual, or was there sexual harassment involved? So we have to see further details. But yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow the socials, hit the notification bell, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.
I put my life in these sentences. Fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I used to give a fuck about my luck when I was innocent. Now what the fuck is up? I'm at your neck like a Pendleton nigga. I need that. Bitch, I need that. 24 acres and a mule. Best believe that. They say he got